Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I am ecstatic.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because this weekend is exactly why I love this time of year. You've got the New York Jets, and we as Jet fans are trying to be hopeful. You have the New York Giants, and you're sort of trying to be hopeful. The Yankees, welcome, Yankee fans. You're in a pennant race.
Yes.
We as Met fans are in a pennant race.
Yeah.
We have an outstanding sports weekend.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, outstanding, at least on paper, because you have important baseball games for the Mets and the Yankees. That's 100% right. We got to see the Buffalo Bills, a team that a lot of people think are going right to the Super Bowl this year, maybe even winning it. Look great in that second half. Sloppy game overall, but
dude, they should have won that game 56-3.
100% right. Interceptions, of
They
course.
kicked their ass more than even the final score will tell you. They dominated.
We can also get to a point now where we can accept the fact that Jalen Ramsey's overrated as he gets burnt again. They threw his way 7 times yesterday.
Yeah, he had a rough one.
And completed 6 passes for over 100 yards and a couple touchdowns.
Yep.
But obviously that's not our focus. Our focus today is Yankees-Rays. Jets opener against the Ravens. They did not get a contract done with Lamar Jackson. Giants opener against the Titans, of course, in Tennessee later on Sunday afternoon. And we start the show off with more bad news for the New York Jets. We thought the Jets did a good job by getting Dwayne Brown, Pro Bowl left tackle, to come in to replace Mekhi Becton. And we find out a few hours ago that his shoulder got hurt somehow. I can't figure out how it got hurt since he hasn't played. And he's going on the injured list and may not play at all this year. So they also announced that George Fant's going back to left tackle. I agree with that move.
So you know what that means, though, Craig?
What?
The best left tackle on the New York Jets is playing left tackle. What a concept.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Because the truth is...
And Max Mitchell goes to right tackle.
And look, we'll see what Max is. He's a rookie.
Young player. Right.
We have no idea what to expect from him. Hopefully, he's not going to be a toll booth. But George Fant, when he's played left tackle, has played very well for this team.
Yeah.
So I understand the back-and-forth nature of this preseason. But if he can protect the blind side of Joe Flacco and eventually Zach Wilson the way he did last year, okay.
Except here's the thing for me. The last 48 to 72 hours have been depressing for me as a Jet fan. Zach Wilson not coming back, the way the Jets handled the announcement that he's out, best case scenario to week 4. Then we find out our brand new left tackle, who we've never really seen before, in a Jet uniform now. He's out. And it's almost like the New York Jets are living under a cloud. Sometimes it's their fault. Sometimes it's not. I don't blame the Jets for a guy getting hurt. That happens. But it's almost like, from a Jet fan perspective, that we just are not allowed to enjoy anything good or positive beyond a day, a week, an off season.
No. You know why I'm past that?
No, I'm not
No,
past it.
I'm going to tell you why.
I'm upset.
I'm going to tell you why I'm past it. And I may not be past it Sunday at 4 o'clock. There's a very good chance Sunday at 4 o'clock and then subsequently Monday at 2 o'clock, you and I are screaming and yelling and we're depressed like we always are. But all we heard about this offseason from you, from me, because I guess, was, Joe Douglas, he cleaned up this offseason.
Yeah.
He cleaned up in this draft.
He had a fantastic offseason.
Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, look at those corners. Carl Lawson's healthy. Look at this defensive line.
Right.
Look at all the weapons at wide receiver and running back.
Yes.
Look at the tight ends they added. Okay, let's go. That's my attitude. I get it. The quarterback situation's frustrating. The Dwayne Brown thing is frustrating. But all we heard about was how much talent this team has now. Well, guess what? Let's freaking go.
I agree. It's just been,
Let's go.
It's just the last couple of days have been depressing to me, and I agree with everything you said. I do think the New York Jets had a good offseason in talent acquisition.
Then let's go.
Yeah, but it's weird, Evan. Like, here's the thing that scares me the most for Sunday. And I'm going to say the words, and I want to be clear, so I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not predicting this. Here's what scares me.
Go ahead.
This possibility, and it seems like it's ripe to happen.
Go ahead.
Boy, the Jets were really competitive in that close loss to
Yeah,
Baltimore.
I think that's a likely scenario, by the
Right.
way. In fact, if I had to make a prediction about what I think is going to happen on Sunday, I think that's what we're saying Monday. I think the Jets are going to lose a close game. I think the Giants are going to get their ass kicked. We'll get to that at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I accept that because I want to win football games.
Baltimore beats the Jets 23-21, and the New York Jets balled. They played their asses off. Flacco was competent. The defense was much better than last year. They had a chance maybe even to win the game in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And my fear is that I don't know how, and again, there's a lot of particulars to how you get there, but my fear is that I'm not sure how I'm going to react to a close loss.
No, I'll help you out.
It's probably going to tick me off.
No, I'll help you out. It's not probably going to tick you off. It is going to tick you off.
Thank you.
No, we're going to be pissed off because the time of keeping games close, the time of I'm seeing progress is over. I just told you about all what we said this offseason. Here's Sauce Gardner. Here's DJ Reed. Carl Lawson's healthy. Look at the tight ends they added. Look at the wide receivers. We have done this for months and months and months, and we don't do that to be competitive. We don't do that to be cute.
Right.
We do that to win. So I'll make it very easy for you.
Please.
I don't care how it gets there. I don't care how they lose. If they lose, Jet fans are going to be pissed because all they've done for the last 4 years is lose in September over and over and over and over. And I can keep saying over 12 times because that's how many times in a row it's been.
Yes.
So it's time to win.
Yeah, I agree. But that's my fear.
Time to win.
My fear is that Robert Saleh is at the podium after a tough loss saying, wow, I told you we made great strides. We just went toe-to-toe with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And my gut is that I'm going to be pissed about it. I'm going to yell and scream about it. And I don't want to hear the excuses of, we're rotating left tackles. Joe Flacco hasn't thrown a regular season pass and God knows how long. Blah, 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 blah. We were sold a bill of goods that I bought. And I do subscribe to the fact that the New York Jets did have a good offseason. I believe that they did with all the guys you just mentioned. You can't lose. You can't give me moral victories. You can't tell me, look at the difference between this year and last year. We were competitive. We had a chance to win. The Baltimore Ravens are a good football team. I'm not denying that. They have a really good quarterback who's a game changer. No doubt about that.
Now they have a really good quarterback.
Yes, for now is correct. So to me, there's no reason the Jets can't win this game. No reason at all. And I hate the fact that, now I'm not saying they'll use it, but I hate the fact that they already have a built-in excuse.
Well, what is the excuse? That Joe Flacco's the quarterback?
Max Mitchell's being starting at right tackle. Joe Flacco's our quarterback.
No.
Dwayne Brown didn't get to play. Zach Wilson's not on the field.
Every team in the NFL has injuries. Every single team. The Baltimore Ravens have a running back named J.K. Dobbins, who about 2 years ago had a great rookie season.
Yes.
Last year missed the entire year. He's not going to play on Sunday, right? He's not going to play. That's not an excuse. There's no excuses. Every team has injuries. So while the quarterback situation is obviously significant because your starting quarterback's the most important position on the field, I don't want to hear about what's going on with the offensive line. I don't want to hear about it. The Jets are relatively healthy.
Yeah.
And they should go out and hopefully win a football game in September for the first time in 3+ years.
Yeah, Evan's not lying. It's been 12 consecutive September losses. That's like 4 years of losses.
And you want to know something crazy?
In the month of September.
And here's what's crazy.
Yuck.
In those 12 straight losses, they have been outscored by a combined number. You ready for this?
Let me tell you a guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I tell you a guess?
Yeah.
You have the numbers for all 12 combined?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a guess. I'm going to say that 12 games. Let's say 25. That's 240. All right. The New York Jets have been outscored 260 to 150.
Not even close. Not even close on both numbers.
Really?
That's how bad this has been.
The New York Jets have been outscored 405
Not quite,
to 80.
Not quite. They have been outscored 305 to 131.
That's over 12 games. That's less than 12 points a game on offense.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck.
That's
Why am I a fan of this garbage?
Wow, I asked myself that
Oh, my God.
I asked myself that a lot.
And by the way, it's so much fun watching the Bills play football. So like that opening drive yesterday.
No. Here's why
How
it's
do you
not.
not love that opening drive?
No, I'll tell you why.
Bop, touchdown.
And look, Josh
I loved
Allen
it.
getting everybody involved. Yes, it was incredible to watch, but why it's tough to watch if you're a Jet fan
Because
is
you could have had Josh Allen.
it's not even that. Because you know why I counter that a little bit, not fully. I'm convinced that Adam Gase would have effed it up.
Okay.
I'm
that's fine.
convinced that the coaching the Jets have had over the last few years wasn't equipped to take advantage of the talent Josh Allen had. But it's fair. I understand your point.
Sure.
Here's why it scares me.
Amen.
That ain't going away. That's in the AFC East.
Yeah.
That's going to be what the Jets have to measure up to.
So, in other words, we went through 20 years of Brady and Belichick.
Yeah.
Couldn't really beat them.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at 20 years in theory of Josh Allen and whomever the coach is.
Yeah.
So 40 straight years of just on paper not being good enough to win the division.
I was excited to watch football last night. And as Gabe Davis is wide open in the end zone.
And all that guy does is score touchdowns.
He's a touchdown machine. Yeah. And as Von Miller is harassing Matthew Stafford.
He looked pretty good, too.
I thought to myself, can you imagine if the Jets, not if, when the Jets have to face this? When? Because they're in the same division. They're going to see him twice.
Yeah.
So every time Buffalo did something impressive, I'm thinking to myself, oh, my God, the Jets share a division with this.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see this new look Jet defense with guys like Sauce Gardner.
I am too, by the way.
I think that, and Lawson, as you said, coming back. The New York Jets defense with the Williams boys. The Jets defense is going to surprise some people. They're not going to be what they were last year.
What does that mean, surprise some people?
All right, here's a good question. Last year, we all agree, worst defense in football.
They sucked.
And had a 6-week span, even Sal admitted to it, where the tape is just ugly. It's minor league football.
He called it unacceptable.
Yeah.
Coach Sala, I agree.
Yeah, I listen, I'm not telling you they're the second coming of the Rex Ryan Bears in '85, but I do think
Not Rex, buddy.
What'd I say?
Rex.
I said Rex because I love Rex Ryan so much. I love Rex Ryan. The Buddy Ryan defense, pardon me for that, a faux pas.
Sorry.
But listen, the New York Jets should have a defense that is credible. The defense should be a strength of this team this year.
Look, their secondary.
And that's not even talking smoke.
No, their secondary should be a ton better with Sauce Gardner, with DJ Reed. The linebackers look impressive. They have real NFL players on it. Their defensive line should be a strength. Yeah, this should be not just a better defense, because that's not enough. A significantly better defense.
Because by default, it has to be a better defense. They sucked last year.
I don't know. Right now, I'm excited. I'm ecstatic for opening week. It doesn't mean I think they're going to win. It doesn't mean I think the Jets are going to win 10 games. I have a little bit of hope. I have a little bit of optimism, just a little bit.
I like that.
But what I have is I have expectations. I've
really changed you.
Have you?
Yeah. It's not even been 2 full years, and you are now willing to see the potential good in people.
No.
I like that.
Here's the difference.
I take credit for that.
Last year, when the season was beginning, I looked at the Jet roster, very similar to the way I looked at the Giant roster, and called it like it was. It was an awful roster.
4-win team.
Awful roster.
Yeah.
That's what I thought the Jets were. I turned out to be right. That's what I think the Giants are. We'll see. I now look at a roster that feels better. It feels more credible. Now, does that mean it's going to translate into the wins that I expect and other Jet fans are hoping for? I don't know about that. But here's the thing for Robert Sala, and I hope he's listening, because he thinks the media is rooting against him.
Yep.
Now's the time to win. You had a very soft year last year, just like Brian Daboll is going to have this year. It's going to be a very soft year for Daboll. Oh, they tried hard. This is great. No. For Robert Sala now, it's time to win. The training wheels are off. The expectations are here, and that's why on Monday morning on this radio station, whether it's in the morning with Gio and Boomer or with Brandon, Tierney, and Tika or with us at 2 o'clock, if you don't win on Sunday, you're going to hear about it.
Yes, and it doesn't matter how you lose, because the losing is unacceptable because you're supposed to be much better, and we've got hopes and dreams and aspirations, and we're sick and tired of you letting us down. Meanwhile, while the Jets get ready, I'll put the Giants on the back burner for now. The New York Yankees lose a game that nobody watched last night because football was back, and there's this thought process, well, it's the Twins, we'll just find a way. And it's a good thing you didn't watch last night's game, because you'd be scratching your head trying to figure out why the New York Yankees, in the last couple innings of the game, cannot score runs with less than 2 outs and a man on every single effing base. You can't.
Here's all you need to know.
It's mind-boggling how bad they are men in scoring position.
Here's all you need to know about the Yankees. And I know you weren't watching. Maybe Big Mac was watching.
I was watching football because I'm a football guy.
I was watching both. All right.
Well, I only have one TV.
You can put your tablet out.
No, I don't have a tablet.
Your phone? Do you have a phone?
I don't have an iPad. I don't have a tablet.
Right.
I don't even own a computer anymore.
I call Big Mac, did you watch the Yankee game last night?
Of course he did. He's a sucker.
Right,
I didn't watch it live, but I did watch it.
It doesn't matter.
Time out for a second. Walk me through that. You watched the football game live?
Correct.
Football game ended about what time? Midnight-ish?
By 11:20, I was on the football on my
So
phone.
once it was a
and then-
blowout,
yeah.
so at 31-10, you're like,
Yes.
all right, that game's a wrap.
Correct.
Let me start the Yankee game.
Yes.
So you started the Yankee game against the Twins
Yes.
from first pitch
Yes.
at about 11:30 at night.
Somewhere
So at
around
what
there.
Boy,
time
you are
was it?
such a sucker.
Why? He's a diehard fan the way I am.
That's called a guy with no. You never said. I worry about him.
Why?
Why would you
I
worry
would do the
about
I
same
tell you why.
thing.
I tell you why.
I do the same thing.
Because that's the kind of guy that goes from that to killing squirrels
Stop
to eating
it.
people.
Stop it.
No joke. That is a sick.
I'm not sure
sick-
what's a further jump.
Yeah.
Yankee game to killing squirrels or killing squirrels to eating people. Both
Yeah, well,
seem
that-
like
No,
extreme
the eating
jumps.
people one is worse.
No,
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
No doubt.
It goes. I spend a lot of time alone watching Yankee games on
Right.
DVR
Yeah.
with no social interaction.
Right.
To, you know what, that squirrel's really bothering me.
Yeah.
Let me shoot it with my pellet gun. To, you know what, it might be fun to shoot and eat a person.
What if you do it all at the same time? Yankee game, middle of the night,
Yeah.
shooting squirrels. Let me go take a bite out of this human.
Yeah, like if your wife wakes up with a part of her knee missing, I'm blaming you. I can tell you that
What
right
time-
now.
You think I'm going to start with the knee?
Yeah, I think
Kinda
that-
sicko do you think I am?
Because it's like chewing on a bone.
What time were you at in the ninth inning?
I fast forwarded through some of it.
Two in the morning, two in
I
the
was-
morning.
No, it
Here's
wasn't
how-
that late.
Here's how
I
effed
fast
up.
forwarded through commercials.
That is such a sad existence.
No, it's not. He's a fan.
It was like maybe.
No, that's
it was
not
like maybe
being a
one.
fan.
I love it.
I think I finished the game around 110.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
respect this about you more than anything about
Here's
you.
what I'm
really
sorry.
do.
Here's what I don't understand. All right,
Uh-huh.
you have the return of NFL football, which
Yes.
trumps everything for all of us, right?
Yes.
So we're all in the same boat. We watch the football
I
game.
watched the football game
because
first.
football's back. So we're all good on that. They're playing the Twins.
Yes.
Who cares, really?
The
I mean,
opponent
who
doesn't
cares?
matter.
Hold
They're
on.
in a pennant race.
I thought this game
It
would be a
didn't
who
matter.
cares game. It turns out
Hang on.
it isn't.
The real series starts tonight against
agree.
Tampa.
I agree.
No matter what happened last
I-
night.
That's
we
not
all know
true.
that.
No, it's not.
And
That's
here's
not
the
true.
thing I don't understand. You have two beautiful kids at home, a beautiful wife at home. They
Yeah.
all dote on you. You're the master of your
Yeah,
domain.
okay.
Like, don't tell me
Yeah.
that you were looking forward at 11:30 at night
Yeah.
to start watching a Yankee game on tape when you easily
What should I have
could have
been
just
doing?
gone to your phone and said, "Oh, they lost. Good night."
So many
I worry
questions.
about
What,
you.
what does my wife and family have to do with me
Nah,
either
he's-
choosing to be awake at 11:30 or sleeping at
He
11:30?
has said so many
There's one.
stupid things
I
in
don't
30
understand
seconds. I don't
anything.
even know where to
I
start.
don't
First
understand
of all,
anything you just said.
first of all,
both
the
sick.
importance. Hold on. The importance of last night's game.
Yeah. It
was
wasn't.
incredible.
No, it wasn't.
Because now they go into a series with a 3-game lead as opposed to a 4-game lead.
Right. So
That's
what?
number one. Number two,
Difference.
you don't have young kids anymore. When
Yeah.
it's 11:30 at night and
Yeah.
all your kids are sleeping and your
Yeah.
wife is sleeping,
Yeah.
that's called an opportunity.
Yes.
That's called a chance to do things like
Yes.
watch our baseball team for
And
3
I
hours.
had both kids in bed when I started the football game.
And
So
by
like,
the
what,
way-
what are
I
we
know.
talking
And
about?
that's where we're different because when I have an opportunity, I go to RedTube. When you have an opportunity, you watch a meaningless
Yeah.
Yankee game
It's not
from the
meaningless.
first inning on.
You've even admitted that they're now in a pennant race. It's meaningful. Like, that's where you're so
Felt meaningful.
wrong.
Come on, tonight's meaningful.
No,
Yesterday was a
tonight became
scrimmage.
more meaningful.
Hold on, tonight became meaningful because they lost last night.
No,
You're crazy.
That's
You're
not
all
right
crazy.
either.
No, it became more meaningful.
Slightly more.
Of course it
meaningful.
did. It's like the
Yes.
Mets. Every game that they play is important.
Yes,
Watching baseball games on DVR.
that's right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's called commitment.
Like, there's
Yes,
so many
and then
movies
West
you coulda
Coast games,
watched,
and then West
TV
Coast games
shows.
on my phone.
Oh my lord.
Oh, by the way, here's a show you should watch.
I
Did
love
you see this?
baseball.
Did you
Shame
see
on
the-
you for not.
Did you see this Mike Tyson thing on Hulu? That
It's-
thing is crazy.
No, it's not approved by Mike Tyson.
So what does that mean? I can't watch
It was done without Mike Tyson's involvement.
So what does that mean?
Which means I'm not supporting it.
Why?
Yeah, see, this is
Because it was not done with Mike Tyson's
You can't-
Was the
involvement.
Laker documentary
No.
or movie supported by Jerry West?
And it sucked.
Well, I thought it sucked.
that's
But
what-
Big Mac thinks it's
I agree.
amazing.
No, it was very good, and they're having a second season. But here's the point: you can't win. It's either Jeter and MJ's involved. That documentary's trash. Oh, Jeter executive produced it. It's trash. Tyson's not even involved. It's trash. Nothing's good.
Here's the deal.
It's really
you can't
good.
trust
They
anything.
are coming out with a Mike Tyson movie
Yeah.
starring Jamie Foxx as Mike Tyson. It is going to be awesome.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with what's going on right now on Hulu?
Because I'm not watching some Fugazi Hulu production about the life story of Mike Tyson. Well, I got to just wait 6 months and watch a theatrical presentation with one of the great actors of our lifetime playing the role of Mike Tyson, and Mike's involved
Why
as
not
a
watch
producer.
both? Oh, so if Mike Tyson's involved, he's probably going to
Yes.
soften it up a little
No,
bit.
but he didn't.
How do you know that?
Because
though?
Mike Tyson has said, I bared it all.
That's what he said.
Yes.
That doesn't mean he did it.
He did that one-man show on Broadway that
Yes.
Spike Lee
And it was
directed.
very good,
It
by
was
the way.
Well, in this Hulu show, they base it on the one-man show.
It's
Like
garbage.
Tyson's doing the one-man show,
Yeah.
and then they jump
So
to
he did
different
have
parts of
something
his
to
life.
do with it.
All right, listen, we have a lot to do.
Well, no, hold on. I'm not done. I wanted to make
I
a point. You
apologize.
went on a
No,
diatribe.
we can go commercial
So here's what
free,
we're
no
going to do.
problem.
We'll get to the commercial whenever we get to it.
It's
big
how
deal.
So
6 o'clock
here's
works.
the status of the Yankees offense. And tell me if you agree
Evan
with
doesn't
me.
want to do his picks anyway. Got off to a slow start.
I did. 0-2. Well,
What?
not a surprise.
Who'd you pick?
I picked the Rams and the over. How'd that go for me?
Yikes.
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 So the Yankees are down by a run in the 9th inning.
Yeah.
And you're not a part of this conversation because you don't watch the game. So this is
I
for
mean,
Big
I've
Mac.
seen the video of it, but
Doesn't
I didn't watch
matter.
it live.
It's about emotion, not about
All
what
right,
you
fair
saw the next day, okay? Aaron Hicks rips a double. And as that ball's going into the corner, here's my thought. Peraza bet his score because if he doesn't, the Yankees are going to lose the game. You may say, well, why is that, Evan?
Sure.
Second and third, one out, down a run. Because Aaron Judge is about to come up,
Right.
and there's no chance in hell they're going to face him.
Matter of fact, I
So-
think they walked him 4 times.
So they walk Aaron Judge, and now it's Gleyber Torres and IKF. Is there a Yankee fan alive, down a run, 9th inning, even though it's the Twins,
Yeah.
that thought Gleyber Torres, even at 2-0, was going to come through with a hit?
I did.
You can't raise your hand?
I did.
You didn't even see the game?
Yeah, but even knowing that he didn't get the hit and watching it this morning, when I watched it, I thought he was
You
going to
still
get
thought
a hit.
it.
I was like, you know what? I can see Gleyber coming through
But that
here.
is, to me, the state of this offense, that when Aaron Hicks rips one into the corner,
Yeah.
you're already knowing, oh, God, great. Aaron Judge doesn't get an at-bat. Because think about it this way. If Aaron Hicks strikes out and
Okay.
there's 2 outs and a runner on first, they pitch to Aaron Judge.
Yes.
And there's a chance he hits a 2-run home run and everyone goes home happy.
Sure. Now, do you think they should have sent him home or no?
No, I'm not saying
Like, he would
that.
have been dead to rights.
They did nothing wrong. Aaron
Right.
Hicks did his job. He ripped a double. It's just the state of this
I hear you
offense
saying.
that Aaron Judge is truly the only guy that can beat anybody
I
right
think
now.
that's fair. Now, I would have said I could see Gleyber getting it done, not so much IKF, but your point is well taken.
Thank you.
Right now, because of what's happened over the course of too many games, there's no faith that the Yankees are capable, other than Judge, of getting a timely hit. And by the way, what were they, 1 for 9 last night with
Yes.
guys on again?
Couldn't get a big hit.
Like, they cannot, even the game they won, the first game of the doubleheader the other night, when they had bases loaded and nobody out and didn't score a run. Like, what?
And here's the other thing, and I think you'll appreciate this. Giancarlo Stanton came up as a pinch hitter, and he had a
By the way,
9-pitch.
hold on. Good. I got
No, we're on the same page.
Yeah, because
Trust me.
Aaron Boone got
Yes.
this so wrong.
Okay.
I heard his comments after
That's
the game.
why I
I'm
brought
like,
this up.
I said yesterday on the show that he was the AO man, automatic out.
So he comes
Right?
up,
Yeah.
and no doubt about it, has a battling at-bat. No question. Fouls a bunch of pitches off.
Yeah.
3-2. It's a 9-pitch at-bat. You have a 9-pitch at-bat, sure, quality at-bat, whatever. But it ends on an ugly strikeout.
Yep, as it always does.
He is now 4 for his last 5,003. He has no extra base hits in the last 17 years, okay?
Yeah.
No one wants to hear the manager say, that was a good at-bat.
And that's what he said.
What?
Boy, I really liked the way he battled. That was a solid at-bat. That was one of the best at-bats he's had this year. And I'm saying to myself, AB, he struck out. He was up in a big spot with a chance to give you a sweep of the Twins. And as you said, the extra game cushion against Tampa. And I don't care if it was a 9-pitch at bat, a 20-pitch at bat, or a 3-pitch at bat. It ended the way all his at-bats end these days, whiffing at a pitch he cannot hit. We have a lot to do today. And we have plenty of time to do it. Look forward to all your calls.